Yeah. You thought it was over? Nah. Medic Swissack. The Medic Mafia's back. Yeah. Been gone for a minute, now I'm back on the grind. Every setback became fuel for the climb. Had to rebuild every piece from the floor. Now we're opening up a whole new door. No shortcuts, no easy way. Every late night led to the day. Now the city's calling, hear the engines roar. Medic Mafia's knocking at the front door. Medic Mafia's knocking at the front door. Hands in the air. If you've been here from day one, if you never stop believing, this one's for you. We never left, we never faded, the fire stayed alive. Medic Mafia, stand together, now's the time to rise. Every stream, every story, every battle that we won, this is more than just a channel, this is where legends come from. This is where legends come from. Yeah, yeah. Lights on, countdown, cameras rolling. Another city full of stories unfolding. One mission every time we go live. Bring the energy, keep the dream alive. From high-speed chases to unforgettable scenes with bigger moments bigger than the screen. Every laugh, every win, every late night show. The Medic Mafia keeps the movement growing. When the week slows down, we look above. Every answer starts with love. Every answer starts with love. Through the pressure, through the pain, Jesus never changed. That's the reason we keep moving forward. That's the reason we stand. We never left, we never faded, the mission stayed alive. Medic Mafia, raise your voices, let the whole world hear our cry. We're not chasing fame, we're building something real. Every stream, every Sunday, every moment that we feel. Medic 26, diving where this is our So if you're watching, you're already family. Welcome to the Medic Mafia.
I got my son in here headbanging, guys. I tell you, my son be headbanging on the beat. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And he went in. What did he say? He went to where you were and said what now?
Headbang.
I told him that I got him headbanging to the song. Right? He's over here just banging his head, you know.
And I'm sitting here because he comes to me and says, "Headbang, Daddy put something in my ear." I'm like, "What?" I'm thinking, okay.
Hey, you've got chapstick.
So yeah.
Get out of here.
All right, hey, come on,
Get out
let's
of
go.
Get out of here. Get out of here, dog.
Give
I'm
him a
joking.
night hug. Give him a night hug.
Oh yeah, night hugs. Hang on, I gotta get my daddy hugs.
Where's your daddy hugs?
Come on, daddy hug.
I'm not daddy.
You're not a daddy, but I'm a daddy.
I'm not your daddy.
Say hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Oh.
Say it again.
Hey, everybody.
You're cute.
Say we're gonna be back on the Medic 268 channel.
We got PGL Valentino.
I have no idea what you can. You say Medic 268. Say Medic
Medic
268.
to this 8.
There we go.
Oh, you're so cute.
Love you, Bubba.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well, there it is. the Medic 268 channel is officially sponsored by Little Babies. Guys, what y'all up to tonight? Y'all hanging out? Y'all having a good time? I don't know what we're gonna do tonight, to be honest with you. Oh, that camera's messed up. Hang on. There we go. I don't know. We can chat for a second. The Fake World servers are down. I'm not a part of any other servers, so I can't get on and do anything. So we'll just start at the top. Cajun, what's up, dude? Carmelie Gaming, what's up? How you doing? All right. Hope you're doing good. Travis in the house. Got King Applause. What's up, man? We got Bubba. He got 3 straight ads. Premium is like $4.99 a month, brother. For Premium Light. Ingale, what's up? How you doing? Hope you're doing all right. We got Hillbillis. Yeah, he's pretty cool. We could do the Stanley Parable. That one is fun. You know what? Let me see if I got it downloaded real quick. If not, I'll download it super quick and we'll play it because that's a fun one. That's one of those you get to be defiant as much as you can be. Oh shoot! It's only 2 gigs. All right, here we go. Sponsored by. Yeah, he's sponsored by water. No, not today. Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. Just got back from seeing the new Spider-Man movie. It was okay, good. The last one was good. The one that came out where he lost all of his memory and stuff. That one's all right. That one's all right to me. I don't mind that one. So that one's all right. Travis said, just got done watching an old Oak Ridge Boys concert video from my old family channel back in 1993. So my grandmother, that was her band. She was a, what do you call the people that go and, what was it? What do you like I'm not gonna say groupie. Groupie's not the right word. She followed that band around everywhere when it first became a thing. It was so cool. What is up with my screen? What is happening right now? Stanley. Okay, here we go. Is it playing? There we go. All right, here we go. All right. So if you don't know about this game, you're going to see it. So there's a narrative. There's somebody narrating the game, narrating what you're doing. And as the player, you have the ability to say, no, I'm not doing that. Or yes, I'll do what they ask. And they will try to, I don't know why. Let's do this. Borderless. There we go. There we go. Now I can click around. All right. So you'll get the gist of it. It's a good game. It's funny, and there's 100 different endings you can have to the game. It's incredible. So we'll play it. See where we go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley
Stanley
hear
worked
it?
for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Well, by golly,
And
I'm
then
glad
one
that
day,
Stanley's
something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So what's going to happen here? When we come up to a scenario where we're tasked with either doing what the narrator says or doing what we all want to do, I'm going to let the chat tell me what to do. Unless I just feel like, I make my own decision. But when we're faced with a task, that's what we're going to do. So the moment you hear that, know that I'm looking for your answers. And the first couple I see is what I'll do more than likely. Unless the situation calls for something else. So, all right. Is there anything here for us to do?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Just pay attention, Shadow. You'll get the idea of it. You'll enjoy it. It's a fun little game. You gotta listen to the narrator.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do we do left or do we do right? So do we follow the narrator or do we not? That's the question. Watching for the chat here. Follow? 2 rights make a left. Okay. Everybody's saying follow, so I'm going to follow probably. Okay, here we go.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I feel like I attend weekly daily meetings with my work. I don't work in person, but I have a feeling if I worked in person, it would be like that. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Aw.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
I'm not going to get back on track yet. I'm going to see if he does something different here.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
What we got down here? Anything below?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA. Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused. You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom
No,
closet,
this is not a hard
at least
game
you
from
would
my
have had a
understanding.
reason for exploring it to find
I've
out.
never had it scare me, and I
Maybe
get scared pretty
because
easily.
literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it. Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you
He
get
is
the
roasting
broom
me.
closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
I don't even sound like that, bro. Like, what?
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Well, I'm not leaving now.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now.
He called me fat and
dead.
stupid.
You got to
I
the
ain't
broom
fat.
closet, explored
Okay.
it a bit, and we're just
I
about
ain't
to
stupid.
leave because
Me.
there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological
I am not
vulnerabilities.
dead. I'm just
It's
hanging out in the closet.
long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the
called me a
details. I'm
monkey.
not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Where's Memphis? The Fake World's down tonight. Their servers are down. All right, we're gone.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Upstairs or downstairs? Which way we go? Donald, what's up, dude? Welcome on in. All right, I see a down and I see an up. I see more ups. I'm a fan of going on down. I'm a fan of going down. Okay. I see 3 ups. Does anybody else want to go down? Up. Everybody's saying up. Okay. Gotta pay attention. Make sure you're live. Can you get behind him?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever result in a correct combination. If he knew that the combo was 2845,
Big coming here, what's
it
up,
would be
man?
another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead.
Thanks for super chat. You said sometimes you should try Ryan Hall's weather browser game, Chaser Dot. Maybe.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay.
Two, 845. But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself. And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Nope, I might keep putting in numbers. I don't want to go in there now to it. Yeah. It's great, Hat. It's great, dude. What's this one? It's called the Stanley Parable.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley
This game
realized
has
he
like
felt a
100
bit
different
peculiar.
endings.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Where's the button at on the wall? Okay, we have a choice here. Left or straight? Pin King, what's up? Thanks for $2, man. Which Stanley Parable? This is the first one. I didn't know they made the second one. I'll look and see how much the second one is. I may get it. If you guys like it, I may get it and try it, because I love the Stanley Parable. It is a great game. I've not even made it through all the endings yet. So left or straight? Left. Shadow says left. Anybody else left? Go straight. Mike says go straight. Left. There's two lefts. We'll get a couple more. All right. Left. The second one is inside the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Left. Okay, we're going left.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh well.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this
Jasmine,
point,
what's up? Welcome on
Stanley
in.
was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Go back this way. Okay, okay. All right, let's go in here to the big old wall that says the Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Hold on, wait a minute. All right, that's the office. We come out. We stayed straight. Oh, this is just the first part. Okay. Were the file cabinets interactable too? As my son would say, what is this place? Oh, we didn't make it to the war zone. I think this is all the endings. I think this is considered all the end. Like you can get, like this is where you can see what all the endings would be. I think. I don't ever remember getting here because I would always either follow or not. And the game gets repetitive after a little while. Option 1. Okay, here it is. First choice, obey, staircase. 1 option, 2 option. Aha. Kind of confused on where we got to go. Unless I got to restart the game. Does anybody know that answer? Oh, hang on. I really don't remember if this is the end or not. Like, if this is like where you basically go and reset yourself. Oh, did you restart? Okay. All right.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If y'all know anything about this game that I'm not doing, let me know, because there's areas here that there's like 100 different endings of this, and every time I played it, I've missed a door or I've done something just not not good. So,
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
we did left
This was
last time.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay. None of those doors open.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Left right here?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
All right. I'm going off you guys. You tell me where to go, how to go, what to do, how to do it. Down. Bye-bye.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Open that door back.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way. No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now.
What was my
Story
employee number?
Completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do I do the same thing again? Like the same exact thing again?
When Stanley... Wait.
Oh, never mind.
What? No,
Take
I
back what I
restarted. I
said.
definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
I don't even have hands,
bro.
bro.
Story somewhere, or hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tell me which one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got a 5. We got another 5. Seems like Biggs played this before.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Bro, quit restarting me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong.
Where's the doors?
It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Hold on. Do we? Do we stay or do we go?
Do I stay or do I go?
Why does it look like Severance? Ever seen that show on Apple TV? Called Severance. Do we stay in here or do we go? Stay. Donald, make sure you're live, brother. Make sure you're live. Everybody's saying stay, so I'm hanging out, but he probably ain't gonna progress the story until I go. Okay, we gotta go. He ain't saying nothing.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story.
No, it's not, user.
Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations!
I've not had this
A
ending.
lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
I don't want to. Do we follow the line or do we go straight? Follow or straight? Courtney's saying follow. Mike's saying straight. Everybody, Big saying straight. Okay, we're going straight. But the door about took me with it.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
We're in here. What we doing? He said he's leaving it up to the line. Ooh, he's playing solitaire. We're gonna go straight one more time, just to see. Okay, all right. Well, I guess we gotta follow the line.
You see, the line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your
I'm not saying I'm
subjective
the smartest, but I
experience
don't know
of
what
this
he's
office,
saying.
is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
This music sucks. Ba-ba-da-da. Ba-ba-da. Wait a minute. Scared me a little bit.
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important
Is that
later
the
in
fern?
the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully.
Is that the?
You
Oh,
won't
wait a
want to
minute.
miss
Is that the fern?
anything.
Is that a fern? All right, I'm studying it, but I'd laugh my butt off. He said, "Cue music."
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Why?
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
We're making...
Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Tell you, this is called the Stanley Parable.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine. Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere at the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer
don't know,
is
will
clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
All right, I don't know. Do we go in there? Or do we just keep walking in circles?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it
Because you're
really...
just the narrator.
No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So,
Stanley
okay.
attempts to play the story, but is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind
We
of
need to take a
story,
picture of that.
wouldn't
We
you
need to do
agree?
that.
I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you do happen to have a... All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
This one you have to follow all the way through.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Just looking, brother. You ain't gotta get all mad about it. My lord.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
To his boss's office. Whoa, that didn't open before. All right. Oh, no, 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 no. We're just going to ride it for a minute to the boss's office. It's like it's not going anywhere. I wonder if this door down here will open now. Oh. I got the feeling money... What now? I get the feeling money for stealing, but not yours, of course. Say that that's a lady's purse. Okay. Yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
This is very feng shui, guys.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Boom.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Freedom.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
POV, you're a streamer. What does that even mean, Bubba?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Boy,
Never.
pirate.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
I have
to the
two
world?
screens, bro.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How? Oh, what the? Turn the power on. What is this?
And when at last he found the source... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever,
Oh, it did.
pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control
Okay,
wrested away
okay.
from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be
I can't
even
run any
better.
faster either.
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Shut your
But
mouth.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it.
Go
I'm
faster.
going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what
No,
you're
I do.
supposed
I
to be
just,
doing right now?
I'm a dummy.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
The door didn't
These
open.
numbered
The door didn't
buttons.
open.
No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save
Blue
me.
3.
Why would you think that, Stanley?
Blue
That
3.
this video game can be beaten?
Blue
One
3.
solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But
What
here's
do you
the spoiler
mean,
for you.
bro?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To
Hit
see
green?
you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world.
What is
that's
green
fine.
2?
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go?
I should have been stupid.
Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the
What do we
joke.
do?
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Okay. All right, we got to go find something else. That's not bad though. That's not bad. It's definitely up there in like fun games to play. Oh, show. Let's see what's on the Epic Game Store right now. Spider-Man would be good to play. I think that'd be fun to play, actually. Can you play SOCOM 2? Where's it at? Is it on here? No, I can't. I cannot. The fake world's still down too, so we can't even get on there. I don't really know what to do, guys, to be honest with y'all. Not really in the long dark mood. I would play the long dark, but I'm not in the mood for it. How big is Spider-Man? I mean, the newest one. Is that the newest one? When did that one come out? Let's see. Release date 2022. Miles Morales. 2022. Okay, this one is a new one. Oh no. Echo the Dolphin Defender of the Sea? Untitled Goose Game. Have I seen that before? I've seen the Goose Game before, I think. Yes, I've seen this. This is this is this is a little corny. The goose just, I mean, just causes terror. Terror. So there actually is a paramedic game, and I have it. It's called Ambulance Life, the paramedic simulator. Um, Jeff Faviano gifted this to me. If people don't know, I used to be a paramedic. This game is somewhat like it's pretty spot on how you're supposed to act as a medic. You know what? Just for the giggles here, we're gonna download it. It shouldn't take too long to download, so I say shouldn't. We'll see how the network's gonna be. And big thanks for the $2, man. Yeah, I've seen that Goose Game before. It's not my favorite. It is not my favorite. There we go. I was going to say I have gigabit internet. What the heck? Yeah, I mean, once you learn that type of stuff and you do it, I mean, there's some things that I've forgotten. Um, I'm sure once I get back into it and I get going back into that field and I start working, like I would be good to go. But we've got about 15 minutes to kill until this is downloaded. So if you want to, we'll sit here and chat for a second. I'm actually going to go use the restroom here in a minute, but I'll be back here in just a second. And when this is back, when this is up, we'll play this and see how it is. The thing is with me though, with the games that like that's why that's why I don't do paramedic stuff in like 5M. As realistic as they can make it in a game, it's still not realistic IRL. And I've done it for so long, I don't know. I probably won't do it. But I told Jeff I would try this game out eventually. Well, I mean, we've got a boring night ahead of us, so we're going to try it out and see what happens. Was it because you had to apply those things some traffic? Yeah, I mean, there was a bunch of tragic stuff that I did that, you know, I helped somebody out for, but I mean, it's the stuff you learn as a paramedic, you could take through your entire life. Like if somebody was choking right now, I know what to do to help fix it. Even the more advanced stuff, how to actually reach in there and grab it out, whatever they're choking on. CPR, CPR. If somebody gave me a laryngoscope and said intubate this person, I'd say 80% I can probably do it. It can still, especially if it's a video laryngoscope. Like those are, you just drop it. Yeah, once you learn it, you never really forget it. Like I don't have a paramedic license anymore. I could go out and probably take the test and probably pass it. Once I, do some studying and stuff for it. Nice, big. I've been surveying in Chaser Dot while others are across the U.S. chasing a tornado. Nice, dude. I'll have to look at the Chaser Dot thing. I've never heard of that. I do use the WeatherWise app. His app is incredible. is probably the best one out there. And like I've used I've got Radar Scope and Radar Omega, but WeatherWise is legit. So we've got about 12 minutes on this if we hold strong on the internet. I mean, I'm excited to see. I mean, when Jeff bought the game for me, he played it a few times and told me I would enjoy it. I don't enjoy like Firefighter Simulator. It's corny looking. This looks corny looking. Like one thing you don't do, and I think this game does it, unless they fixed it, is you have a partner for a reason. You don't do your stuff in the back of the ambulance and then get up front and drive and leave the guy back there by himself. You don't do that. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. When I took my national, it was like 10 years after my initial EMT. The teacher didn't require a national at that time. I picked my brain. I didn't realize I remember. Yeah. I mean, there's stuff deep you don't remember. You just like medication dosages and stuff. I don't remember those. I remember what the medications are for. I don't remember the dosages, especially like pediatric ones. All pediatric, I say all, 99% of doses for pediatrics are weight based. So I can convert your pounds into kilograms. Like that's easy. How did you leave EMT? Was it just seeing so much tragic, horrible things on daily? No, it was sleep deprivation. 100% is what it was. If I could have gotten sleep during shifts, it was a 24-hour shifts and having to work, 2 jobs, 2 paramedic jobs to do like it. Down here when I was a paramedic, I made like the most I've ever made was $19 an hour. It was for a rural EMS service up a county north of me. I loved it up there, but I did not like my partner. My partner I had, and I asked for a new partner. I love my partners up until the last one, and I asked for a new partner, and I got told, well, if I'm going to get a new partner, I need to drop to day car, which was I have to be up there every single day for 12 hours a day, Monday through Friday, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. I've fought hard to get to a 24-hour truck. I just can't work with my partner. Nobody else. And that what really made me mad about that is that person that they had hired on to work with me. All my partners prior to that, I loved them to death. I had a very good working relationship with every single one of them. But one went off. One was already a firefighter, and he was already working 24-hour shifts. He was just doing the paramedic ambulance job as a side gig, but he was doing it full time because his wife didn't work. And then the other dude, he went off and became a Black Hawk pilot. He joined the Army and while he was a paramedic or while he was an EMT with me, and went and now he's flying helicopters in Alaska. Like he's doing a really cool job. So and all my partners prior to that, I didn't have any problems with really. This one was the only one I had problems with, and I asked my captain for a new partner. Like, hey, the vibe's just not there. I'm getting ran ragged. I'm just not fun for me to do this. And I'm seriously considering quitting if I can't get a new partner because I'm already under a lot of mental stress anyway. And he said, "Well, I can put you on day car." I'm like, "No, I'm like that's not what I'm asking. Like, who would you put in my place? I'm a paramedic. Like, what you want me to run day car? Yeah, well, we got a paramedic we can take from day car that'll work with anybody." I'm like, they won't work with her. This one I don't know if they'll work with them. And I don't know, man. It got really bad. I left there and I come down here to a local EMS agency. That one I was making $19. I come down here closer to home making like $16 an hour. But this one down here, the moment you get there, the moment you get there, the moment you start running your behind off. We had day car stuff, which is day car is doing your doctor's appointments, dialysis pickups, hospital to hospital transfers, so on and so forth. So we had that on top of 911 calls. We had to run in between all that. From the time we got to the station at 8 a.m., we didn't get back and have our heads laying on our beds and on our pillows until 9, 10, or 11 o'clock at night. And by 1 o'clock in the morning, the hood rats show up and they start killing, they start shooting, they start injuring, they start acting stupid. I'm talking young kids, gangbangers, um, just horrible people. And from that point forward, you get about 2 hours of uninterrupted, rest. And I did that for about 3 months, and I was done. And the other thing, up at the other county when I was working with this partner of mine, the one I didn't enjoy, I it was an hour ride to get there. Um, every single time we got called out at night, the turnaround time was 2 hours. So the time we got on scene because that was such a rural area, got to the hospital and back to the ambulance bay or back to where we was at the hospital, it was 2 hours. So if you got a call at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., you're up the rest of the night, really, because you got to get up. You got to get up and you got to get your truck, ready for transfer and get your medication signed back in and all this other stuff. I hate it. I hated it. I mean, I love the job. I love the people up there, except for the one I did not like her. It was just weird. It was just so weird. And like down here, I ran my last shift. I kid you not. I had two GSWs to the dome. A kid drowned and ended up passing away. And I ran two accidents. One was a partial, you know, top of the head, and the other one was pretty much foobar. Somehow I think they survived, but they're not talking. They're eating through a straw, and they'd never be the same again. It's the craziest thing. Um, that was my last shift, and I'm so glad it was over with. It was the toughest shift I have had in my entire life, and I work next to I-20. I-20, if you know anything about I-20, it's that corridor. I-20 goes from man, I think it goes from like North Carolina, maybe, all the way to Texas. Well, the portion that I was on, it was on. It's a pretty dangerous section. It's a 4-lane interstate, so 2 lanes on each side, and it's just you hammer down. You got traffic going 80 miles an hour. The worst wrecks of my life that I've ever ran was on that interstate. Um, which that was where I started my shift. The 2 wrecks that I had at my final job was worse than any wreck I ran on the interstate. It was unreal how bad that it got. And that's when I knew, like, I'm done with this. Like, I got no sleep that night. I was the one that ran the calls because every time the call rotation would come back around to me, it would be the worst call of the shift. And then I thought, okay, cool. I'm done. Because usually if I got something like that, it was like once a week, maybe once a month where I was at, just the county north. The problem is up there in the county north, most of the general population is older people. And with it being so rural, they didn't call the ambulance until they were dead or dying. So when we would get the calls, they would be like balls to the wall every time. But they were, because it was so rural, we didn't get a lot of people. It was just how it was. But I ran my fair share of bad stuff up there too. But it was manageable. Like, it was in manageable sections. This city I worked in at the very end was not. 4th of July, I worked up there. I worked there close to home, 4th of July. I kid you not, we had 17 shooting calls, 17 or 18 shooting calls that night. All of them had injuries. All of them was from people being dummies. A couple of them were DOAs. I mean, we couldn't do anything with them. We had a big gang war happening that was under the radar. It was that because this county suppresses stuff so much, you don't know stuff's happening unless you're in EMS or being a police officer or whatever. I don't think I could ever police the city that I'm talking about. Maybe I could now. I know their chief now, and he's pretty good, and the crime's come down. But the black cloud followed me. The moment I knew I was out, it's like every call I ran was terrible. And I didn't leave EMS and not have anything lined up. I wasn't that type of person. I had a house. I had bills. I found a job before I left, and got in. Yeah, I mean, the regular civvies, and I'm a civvy now, but the regular civvies, it's not like in the first responder field at all. They don't understand how privileged they have it to not know what really is happening in their areas. Your city might be on your Steam? On my Steam? What do you mean? On my stream? I'll tell you, it's actually been labeled. It's in the top 10 of worst cities in America. See, I'm talking about is Anniston, Alabama. I mean, I'll tell you that it's Anniston, Alabama. If you know it, you know it. It's terrible. It's in the top 10 worst cities. Forbes has called that. No, on Discord. And maybe. Yeah, I mean it's Anniston, Alabama. I'll tell you. I don't mind. Um, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Not to get me not to get anybody wrong here. I loved being a paramedic, and if I could go back tomorrow, I would do it again. Like that's I enjoyed the work. I truly did. I hated not being able to sleep. My sleep cycles. Oh, yours says Oxford, Alabama. I mean, yeah, that's close. That's see, and that's the thing, Bell. If I could have found something like that, dude, I would have been golden, golden, bro. But the local hospital here, they would hire you as a paramedic and let you work like the front, doing the occupational stuff or drawing blood. Let you work the rooms as a nurse, with the nurse. You'd have to have a nurse with you, but you could do all that stuff. The problem is though, they treated you like a tech. Like the nurses treated you like a tech. The hospital hired you as a paramedic. You could intubate, you could do IOs because all those things nurses are not able to do. Those are all left to doctors to do in the state I'm in. Um, what blows my mind? Oh yeah, they do the one of the departments I applied for in the beginning to be a police officer was Oxford PD. Um, then they were doing the whole line stuff. If you want to see how they are, the EMS agency that responds, there's some backstory there. But I used to work for the predecessor to that agency, so that it changed names. But I worked there. That was where that's where I got my start. But it just like if I could have got a hospital job, I would have. I tried to get into nursing school because in Alabama at the local college, if you have a paramedic license, you can do a bridge from paramedic to RN. It takes 3 semesters to get in all the way through. Not very hard. Not very hard. You can get in. No, it's not AMR. It's local. Um, but you yeah, the techs would like the nurses would treat you like techs. And then when they needed you, they would come get you. So like if they needed a bedpan cleaned or something like that, and the techs didn't want to do it, they'd call the paramedic over. I'm okay with changing people if I need to. Like if it's like nobody else can do it, but they would glorify their techs over the hospital. And what I was saying about the community college, the community college will let you come in. The problem is you had to work a full time schedule. You had to do a full time enrollment with the school, which is fine, but they didn't do shift work. So you had to be there Monday through Thursday from 8 to 4, doing your classes, taking your classes in person. You couldn't do them online. And the way that benefits and the way that people did the way the MS agencies around here did their time off, you didn't have enough time off to carry throughout the year to get your classes done. So you either had to swap shifts, with somebody, or bank your time. Work extra when you could, and bank your time and carry that over. Nobody would work extra for me. Everybody had their life, especially where I was working at a county north, because one of the college campuses I went to was in that county, and because we were so scarce on medics, nobody wanted to come in and work because everybody else was working overtime too. So every opportunity I tried to get into nursing, it failed every time. I'm gonna do it one more time when my wife gets out of college and we figure out what she's making. There's a chance her pay is supposed to double, if not triple. If that happens and I can take off for 2 years, if I can quit work, work something part time 2 years and go to nursing school, I'm gonna do it. That or try the law enforcement stuff out again. Either one of those, I'm gonna try one more time, and if not, I'm gonna settle where I am and live my life as a streamer for you guys and doing what I'm doing right now and trying to get into some project management managerial role with the company I'm in. It's just I think I would do really good as a nurse, even a nurse like an ER nurse practitioner. I think I would love that. I know a lot about the medical stuff. I enjoy it. I still enjoy it. I still learning new stuff, but it's every opportunity has landed me where I'm at currently. And it's not that I've not tried, because you can ask my wife. I have tried every opportunity that's been handed to me to get back, either back into the field when I was in the field, moving into some other medical field. Like I've got a bachelor's degree in healthcare management. I tried to get into healthcare management because I was told by the college that as a paramedic, I would be optimal for an healthcare manager role inside either pre-hospital or some sort of occupational health or something like that. No, bro. In Alabama, you have to be a nurse to carry any sort of clinical managerial roles in their hospitals. Now, I could do that. I could land something like like a janitorial manager, know nothing about it, and I'd have to get all the certs, and I'm fine with getting certs, but I knew nothing about it. I took college classes to get my bachelor's degree in that. Could not do it. Like I applied for over 700 jobs in my final semester, or part of my career development course that I did, and I had maybe 10 or 15 people call me back, and I had maybe 3 interviews, and nothing happened. I've got proof of it too, which is wild. And every single one of them, the reason I was denied was because I needed to have a nursing license, and I did not have that. Now, when I left and started my job that I started the field that I'm currently in, I could have went and I guess done the nursing stuff. I didn't. So, best experience is on a controller. So, it's crazy. I mean, I miss it. I do miss the paramedic stuff. I do. I miss the people. I miss the camaraderie. But I will say, when you're out of the field, you lose your friends, and I had that happen. So okay, it is what it is, though. That's why I tried to be a cop. I mean, not for the camaraderie stuff, but to get back into the first responder field. I got a buddy that used to work that works in EMS. His name is Jeremy. I'm gonna be Jeremy for the day. Classic mode? No, I want to see. I'm going to do simulation. I'm not doing the guided stuff. Display nudity on patients. No. Better not. Better not. Nudity does give you the best experience. I mean, I saw so many ding dongs. Dude, I don't want to see another ding dong ever again. Oh man, it was so. That would be a running joke on the truck, is because up in the county we was in, there was 1 week, there was 1 month. It was every shift we were seeing something, either getting our asses beat, or attempted. I laid the hammer on some people.
Welcome to San Pelicano. This place is home to some of the world's finest EMTs, and you are about to join us. Let's get started. You've been assigned to downtown. It's busy and chaotic, but this is where we excel. Your job? Respond to emergency calls all over the district. Stabilize patients
may have
in
crush
need
syndrome.
and transport them safely to a nearby hospital. Remember, it's
Wait a
not
minute, did they
about
just pick
speed.
him up
It's
and put
about
him on the
making
back?
right decisions
No,
under
no,
pressure.
not when you're crushed like
Lives
that.
depend on it. The faster
I mean,
you learn,
granted, the
sooner you
backboard is
get
just
to
a
critical
spatula now,
cases.
literally, to move the
Stay
patient.
sharp
But
and always be ready. Now get out there and make a difference.
now get
Show
out there and
San
make a
Pelicano
difference.
what
I
you're
wonder if
made
we're
of.
going to be transporting
We're
people to
counting
the.
on you.
Oh my goodness.
Ah, here's our new paramedic. It's nice to meet you.
Thank
I'll
you
be
for
overseeing
calling
your
me a
training.
paramedic.
Hop in the ambulance, and we'll wait for our first assignment from dispatch.
Heck yeah, we will. Am I driving?
If you ever get lost, check your map. It always shows you where the ambulance.
I hope you did the check off today.
Calling ambulance 152. You are needed at the scene of an accident. One person collapsed in a parking lot in downtown Pelican and is in need of assistance. Over.
152, Roger. Heading out. Okay, we have received our first call-out. Don't worry, I will assist you every step of the way.
Can we go?
You can check out the full version of the map if you want to see our complete route.
Bro. What display key? Oh, LB. This is a paramedic simulator. I don't know. That was gifted to me a long time ago. Yeah, it's on.
Drive swiftly and safely to the location marked on your map.
We're going this way to get in traffic. All right, we're doing it. Proceed with caution. Everybody's got their eyes on me. I do like this box though. This is identical to the box besides the paint scheme, obviously. Where we going? What we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Get out of the way!
We've arrived. Let's assess the situation.
Oh, we ain't doing that. So the partner here should be getting my stuff.
Looks like this is our patient. They appear to be conscious.
Got some amnesia, it looks like.
Before we begin treatment, we should ask the patient a set of relevant questions about their person and medical conditions.
No, we should figure out if they're breathing first.
This is called anamnesis. Try to retrieve as much information as possible. The more we know, the better we can help.
Anamnesis? Can I crouch, bro?
My whole body's aching.
I think my battery's going dead now.
I suddenly felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy.
Vertigo.
I sat down and called for help.
He got vertigo.
I suddenly felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
Huh?
I suddenly felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
I'm trying to listen to
I
this
suddenly
patient.
felt this ringing noise in my ears and felt dizzy. I sat down and called for help.
Okay. All right. We got the anamnesis, which is literally just called we're done.
Take a moment to further inspect the patient.
I would
You
love
might
to,
find
but
some
I
more
can't.
evidence while inspecting different body parts.
Yeah. Okay. Head checked.
We've received new information about the patient. I already made a note inside the patient protocol.
What do you see it? What do you?
This is where we collect all relevant information about the patient
This
and
dude's
mark down
dying
newly
before we-
discovered pieces of evidence. Take a look at it now.
Sorry, sir, but you're having a stroke. I mean, it could be a stroke. I can't rule that out. Okay. Seems restless, stressed, nauseous, looks confused. Okay. Huh?
These are the pieces of evidence you have discovered during anamnesis and inspection.
Maybe. Panic.
For each
I mean, it could be
you
panic,
will
but I
have to make
think
an
it's going to
informed
be.
assessment on what could be the
I don't want to say
underlying
yet. I
cause
don't want to say yet.
responsible for
'Cause
the emergency based on the collected evidence.
I don't want to say yet. What do you mean?
This patient does not appear to be in any immediate danger. Choose a category in an
No,
interim
I
diagnosis
want to get
that
some
fits
vitals
the
on.
evidence.
Let's get some vitals first.
Good.
Before I make.
Let's put the patient on the stretcher and continue treatment inside the ambulance.
Bro. Can I not get the stretch? I don't want the stretcher. I want the monitor. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is exactly how a striker stretcher looks. Not really. It really is. Get up, dude. You can walk. Get on the stretcher. Bro, get on the stretcher. Can I crouch? Is there a thing for that? Yeah, let me open my handbook real quick. Hang on. How to paramedic. There it is. If you want to learn how to paramedic, just get the game and then go take your license because you don't have to go to college anymore for it. Blows my mind. Okay. Can we get you on the stretcher? I gotta lower the stretcher. How do you lower the stretcher? Lower the stretcher. Why don't you quit being useless, lady? Do I have to assign him something? I don't think it's neuro though. I mean, I'm going to say panic, but I don't think I can't make that determination without getting vital signs. Lady, can you do something? Can you get on the stretcher, bro? No, get off. Okay. How do you get him on the stretcher? Bring it closer to him?
First, we need to assess the patient's vitals in more detail.
Yeah,
This can
let's
only
get him
be
to
done
the.
inside
Thank
the
you so
ambulance.
much. That's gonna make me lose my mind. Admit patient to what? All right, let's. Why are you letting the EMT get back there? Because they're usually the
For
smartest
now,
ones in the truck.
there are 3 key vitals we should worry about: oxygen saturation, heart rate, and blood
No
pressure.
shit.
To measure both oxygen saturation and heart rate, attach the oximeter's clip on the patient's finger.
I would love to. If I got there.
Diagnostic tools will then provide you with live readouts of the patient's vitals.
Where's a finger that I can grab? T? Okay, thank you. We don't want to do CPR. There it is. All right, where's setting at? Should be 100. Yeah,
Try attaching the blood pressure cuffs to the patient's upper arm. It will provide you with information about the patient's blood pressure.
What kind of blood pressure monitor is that?
Vitals are displayed in more detail inside the patient
123 over
protocol.
82, 100%.
Feel free to take a look.
I mean, 98.9, that's fine. Heart rate's fine. I still don't think it's neuro. I think he's got vertigo. I really do. I think he's got vertigo. But this is telling me extreme stress or panic. And honestly, what we would do for this one, in the field, there's nothing to do. Just for giggles here. No, I want to check a glucose. You don't, if he's having a little bit of altered mental status, you check a glucose and you run a stroke assessment on it. What are we doing? This is why I can't play this game. I can't play. And they want the paramedic to get out and transport. Like, brother, just transport for me. I'll be back here working him up, doing the paperwork. Like, what are we doing? Let me out of this damn thing. This is stupid. First aid's a paramedic. Good job, EMT. I hope you have a good time back there. Oh my goodness. Whoa! 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 We're going backwards.
All vitals seem to be within their normal range, but this patient is clearly
Do we go
unwell.
lights and sirens?
Let's take this one to the nearest hospital, just to be safe. I will monitor the patient during
This is not a code 3 response. This is not a lights and sirens to the hospital call. But my God, we're billing insurance. So here we go. In the States, you can actually bill insurance for running lights and sirens. Did you know that? I didn't. Until a local EMS company started running lights and sirens to literally everything. And I found out why. Are they really splitting the Red Sea for me? Yeah, right now that guy in the back is getting thrown. One of the things I got told when I was going through, whatever you feel in the front, 10 times as bad as in the back. This is so, like, why is the paramedic driving to the hospital? It should be the partner. You want a true, authentic experience. Oh yeah, just take your time, minivan.
We've arrived. Let's unload the patient.
Let me see. We take over from here.
Nice job. This concludes our first call out together. If you need a
What's up,
reminder
Chris?
on
Thanks for
anything,
coming, member
you can
man.
always check your handbook. All relevant
We are
information
playing
can be found there.
what even is this game? I don't even remember. It's something stupid. I will not be keeping it. It's called Ambulance Life, a paramedic simulator. Ready for action. No, we're not. We're far from it. That was not a panic attack. Bro, what are we talking about? That was not even a panic attack. That was vertigo. Actually, no, we don't know what it is because we couldn't take a glucose and we didn't do a stroke assessment. So truly, it's anything.
For now, this will be our last training scenario together.
Hey, you shut your mouth back there. I know what I'm doing. I've been a paramedic longer than you've been alive. I'm joking, I haven't. That's what I got told many times. Get in the truck.
152, there have been reports of a bicycle accident in downtown Pelican Park. One person is
I don't know where we're going. Right there.
bleeding heavily. Please head over.
Bleeding heavily. Well, do we have a police officer that can go throw a tourniquet on it?
Copy that, dispatch. We're on our way there now.
Yeah, split that. Why are y'all not stopping? Y'all don't see me rage. Y'all just keep watching. And don't you do that. You gonna be the next one bleeding? Why would you take a right there? More turns means you got to slow down. Hit oncoming lanes when everything's full. Blow the red lights because you don't care. Why would you take a right turn? I'm sorry. I'm being overcritical of this game. Eugene! Eugene! What's up, man? How you doing?
This should be the correct location. Let's try and locate where the accident took place.
Did he fall off his bike? Well, this better be a compound fracture.
Sometimes there are witnesses present around the scene of an accident. They might be able to...
Everything's turning black. Thank God you're here.
Everything's turning black. I would not be talking to them. I would be getting a tourniquet on.
I was on my bike on my usual route, and suddenly I completely lost control.
You're gonna die before we get a tourniquet, brother. I'm sorry. I tell you that. I gotta get this amnesis stuff.
I was on my bike on my usual route, and suddenly I completely lost control.
Yeah, kids are doing fine, man. Wife's fine.
I'm not sure. I was on my bike on my usual route.
Okay, all right, we're doing.
Suddenly, I
Ma'am.
completely lost control.
Yeah, we were riding through the park together.
What is
like,
this?
Always. Suddenly, there was this huge bump in the road. I'm glad I missed that one.
The witness report seems to indicate external factors as the cause of the crash. I will mark that down on the patient chart.
We're just gonna load and go. We're gonna.
Once we're done here, go and get the stretcher so we can tend to those wounds properly inside the ambulance.
He took a fall. Where's his neck brace at minimum? We got to strip. We got to start strip. I'm the one supposed to be in the back. Yeah, I'm glad you're. I'm sorry. I don't need to say that. That's horrible of me. We can't treat what we can't see, bro.
You should attach the usual diagnostic tools first. Afterwards, we should really take care of any bleeding wounds using the bandage tool.
You have an active bleed, and I have to get vitals first? Anybody here that's been in the medical field, what is the first thing you do? Airway, breathing, circulation. Check your airway. Is he talking? Good, he talked.
Leave me alone.
You shut your mouth. Breathing.
Patient's temperature is rising. We should keep an eye on it.
You should like let me do my job down
I
here.
think I need to go.
Yes, heaven is probably waiting for you, brother.
Temperature is rising. We should keep an eye on it.
Yeah, turn the AC on. Bro, I'm so over this crap. EMT said quit. What's his temp? 100. That's not even bad, bro. Unless bleeding, then it's cab. Yes, you were right. All right, what are we doing? We treating this guy? What are we doing here? Can we finally put a bandage on? No, the bleeding's right there. I would consider that a pretty. I mean, that's a good lack, you know. What? Oh, I see. What do you mean? Wait a minute. This is stupid. Move then follow the dotted line when possible. Reach the circle. Okay. Honestly,
Nice job.
I would have
Once
just
you've
put
taken
pressure.
care of all the wounds, we should drive the patient to a hospital.
I have not done a head-to-toe assessment. What do you mean? He's a little sweaty. His knees are weak and his arms are heavy. I don't know if he's vomited on the sweater already. It could have been mom's spaghetti. Yeah, let the paramedic get out. Developed by Azure Interactive in Germany. That makes sense. They don't know anything. No offense. I love when I love when here's the thing. I'm ignorant, okay, when it comes to developing games. I'm not saying I know everything, but they can get a consultant to get it right. Like, looking at that cut, yeah, bandaging is a good thing. But he was actively bleeding.
Let me see. We take over from here.
We take over from here. He wasn't on a backboard.
Good work today. Here are your results. This concludes our training shift together. Glad you're learning so much.
Hey, lady, can you please stop talking?
Keep it up, and I'm sure we will work together again really
I
soon.
don't really want to. I'm horrible. It looked like, at first it looked like a backboard, so if it was a slide board, that makes better sense. You have unlocked utility worker call out, tourniquet. I didn't even have a tourniquet. Emergency buddies. I thought that was the end of my training. We're just going to do it. We're just going to do it. We're going to see if I can get it figured out.
Rescue Ambulance 152. Priority response needed. Over.
Showing signs of emotional distress. Copy will be en route. Code
Was
1.
located near some offices. The individual is reported to experience severe anxiety attacks. Transmitting location. Make haste. Over.
Make haste. Okay, well, anxiety. Okay, I will say, anxiety attacks. They usually come in as chest pain, diaphoretic, cool, cold, and clammy, which are also indicators. They're also indicators of heart attacks. That was actually the most realistic thing I've seen. Somebody refusing to get out of the way for an ambulance. I know I can't get through that. No, the box is scraping all against them. Oncoming. Yes, they can. It's called the move over or get pulled over. Yes, it is, yes. I'm talking about a free. Oh! I can say I never wrecked an ambulance when I never even backed into anything when I was a paramedic. Somebody turn left right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the stretcher out. You should get the monitor. Hey man, I'm a paramedic. What are you doing today?
Whole body's aching.
Okay, your whole body's aching.
No, I'm not a lunatic, if that's what you're asking. No, didn't take any meds. You want to assist? How? I can't even understand it myself. I'm starting to feel better.
Do I hear a PRT coming up? Let me just check you out, bro.
Beginning to get a headache.
I know, man. It's okay. Hey, listen, it's okay. I've been a puss before too. I've been a wuss before too. It's okay. I'm joking. Anxiety's nothing to fuck with. I've had it. I don't mean to be insensitive. I'm joking. I'm joking. Patient stowed. There it is. Oh, you're gonna be a real piece of work, let me tell you. That's what you get. Okay, we got coughing. Let's go ahead and we'll put him on a little mask. It's okay. We'll put on a little bit of oxygen just because it does help comfort. It does help with some comfort. You want to comfort your patient. There's only a very rare incidence where you don't want to hyper-oxygenate somebody. And it's, I forgot what it's called, but it's, They really may be having an anxiety attack. So cool thing here, you don't want to put the blood pressure monitor on the same arm as the SpO2. Does anybody know why? Okay, his heart rate's really high. We got to work on that. Let's listen to hear what we got here. I hear a little bit of rubbing there. Okay, this might be something, but I see. Why can't I check the monitor? Like, why can't I check his EKG? Let's go ahead and grab vascular access. Let me just use it too. Okay, got him a little lock on there. We need to get him calmed down some. Not doing ketamine. He's down to 131. I would probably transport this guy. Honestly. I mean, we're dealing with a little bit of neurological stuff. I think we're doing extreme stress. Seems afraid. Normal blood. Does he have a normal blood pressure? Yeah, 121/81. That's perfect. 100% oxygen. We don't know a glucose. We could check a glucose. It's not going to fix anything. Can we check that? We can't check that because I guess we have. We're a paramedic, but we can't do that. What are we giving? We're not giving ketamine, bro. Patient is stabilizing. Have we done a full head to toe? Is he stabilized? I mean, he is for the most part. He is for the most part. So
don't delay transport. Let's go.
You get in the damn driver's seat and go. Why am I doing the work and driving? I don't even like driving. Dang! Got them buns, hun. And we're going to create more stress driving to the hospital lights and sirens. What, are we going to do this? You're not going to let me...
Our patient doesn't like that at all.
You always on the middle lane. Actually, EVOC will tell you to hop in the left lane no matter what. A little tip here, if you're on a 3-lane road like this, hop in the middle so they can split the Red Sea. We're not slopping. I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I think we did really good there on that. We got him calmed down, got him on some oxygen, got IV access in case he got out of hand. He sounded like he had some lung problems.
Let me see. We take over from...
Stress attack. Yeah, cool. I think we did a good thing there. We still have 15 minutes so far for our shift. We have another 911 call? We do not. One injured worker.
Good worker, maybe more.
Maybe more. Okay.
Report of a
Severe accident. Okay, this is good. We may be able to just load and go. Get on the interstate. Oh, please let it be an accident. No! Oh, I think he got electrocuted. Yeah, we run with a little bit of haste around here, guys. I think he got electrocuted. Push her down the hill. This is definitely not seen safe at all.
Right forearm's hurting. Dunno. I was working and all went blank for a second. I think I inhaled a bit of smoke. Cough's getting worse.
Okay, so that right there tells me we need to get him on the ambulance and going.
That feels better.
By talking to him? Alright, so we got what we needed for now. We're just going to get him and go on and go. Give him the back, because if he's inhaled some smoke, he could have burning of the airway, which can cause he could have airway trauma. And could have some airway trauma from the burns, and it can close the airway up pretty quickly. And if I've got to intubate, I'll do that. Okay, so obviously right there, I see an immediate. I need to look at that. I need to start working on that. But we need to get vitals and stuff. Another head to toe thing. Where we at? 194, 80. Hey, I like that. I like them numbers. Those are good numbers. And unfortunately, with their trauma being on the right arm, we'll do this on the left arm. That was like a burn there. Blood pressure's up. I want to get I want to listen to his lungs. They sound good. What I heard, they sounded good. So, we need to get that hand taken care of. For that arm. With him having a possible electrical issue going on. What is that? I don't want to wrap that, actually. That looks like a burn. Where? Do I have saline dressing at all? Nope, I don't have that. So he is going to get some IV, an IV access. Wouldn't be doing a 22 gauge. He's trauma. He's 18 or bigger. And then he's going to get some, we got good blood pressure. We actually don't have a good blood pressure, so we can't give any morphine. I would give morphine, but I can't. I mean, does it go into that detail, though? I really don't know.
No, nothing like this. just occasional back pain from work. No, I haven't taken any medicine. Please, anything.
I mean, blood pressure is not good, but we're just gonna go for it because it says it needs to be given for 3rd-degree burns. That's obviously 3rd degree. So just slamming that morphine, by the way. We're gonna go ahead and get him on a saline drip. Let's go ahead and give him some saline. I have never seen push press saline besides running it behind a medication.
Let's go.
Listen, heifer, hush. We don't have burn cream here. I'm gonna give him a little bit of oxygen because he said he was having some issues with his. It's not an immediate thing, right? I want to get him comfortable. He is guarding. You are 100% right. He is guarding, but I can't check it. Won't let me check it. I think he's holding his arm. I don't think he's guarding. Because it won't let me check it. Move your arm out of the way. Would like to check his bottom, because if he got electrocuted by that thing, where there's an entrance in electricity, there's an exit. Always. But we just gonna get another little boo-boo lance, and get going. He's trauma. We're gonna go ahead and call on a trauma alert. Hey, we got a trauma alert coming to you. He's gonna be a 40-year-old male. He was possibly electrical injury. He got electrocuted. He does have a pretty severe 2nd to 3rd degree burn on the right forearm. We've got him on oxygen because he was complaining of some shortness of breath from a possible smoke inhalation. We've got some morphine on board, some saline on board as well. We got a 22 gauge in the left forearm. We got blood pressure 109/73, pulse ox 100% on oxygen. We got 91 heart rate, 98.9 temperature. He's alert and conscious at this time. We'll see you in about 1 second. If we got into more detail, GCS of 15 and all this other crap. AVPU 4. Pretty good. Yeah, most likely the toes. Shifts over. Did you give a ROSC? Did you gave ROSC?
Shift's over, remember?
You ain't gotta tell me twice. I mean, he wasn't never down. Do you have ROSC? He was never unconscious. Burn bandages, house fire. See, although with the electrical burn thing though, because electrical burns burn from the inside out, you wouldn't really wrap those. The burns on the inside, you would, but it would be with like wet, sterile dressing. Do you have ROSC? No. It's a crazy question. You saw he was talking. All right, we'll do one more of these and...
Alarm for ambulance 152. We're getting something in. Ambulance 152, we have an urgent situation. Respond immediately, over.
We got burn victims.
The residential building is burning and has been reported. There might be more than one person in the building. Be ready for burned people and smoke inhalation.
So we may have to intubate, but I don't think we have intubation available. Nope, we're gonna pop this. Wonder, so IRL, what I would be thinking right now is like worst case, we've got multiple burn victims. The whole think of the worst, hope for the best thing comes into my mind. And if it is what I'm thinking, then we'll deal with it. Immediately coughing, we need to get her on the truck. We need to get her on the stretcher. We've got 2 though. And we don't have another ambulance coming, so if I'm having to take 2, we got 3. Okay. All right, let's start triaging. 4, we got 4.
Hurts to the core of my body.
Okay, I need to, she's coughing. She's coughing, so she's up, so she's gonna get a triage tag of. She's gonna get delayed.
Right lower leg. It hurts.
Right lower leg. Okay, so no, she's gonna be triage tagged, wounded. She's not walking wounded, but she is wounded. Okay, she's walking wounded as well, but I can't triage her. Holy moly at the people.
Chest, stomach.
Lots of
I'm
pain.
just in a lot of pain.
Okay, she's gonna get immediate. She's gonna get immediate here. She'll be my first. Actually, we're gonna do her delayed as well.
Chest, stomach. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Yeah. All these are gonna be delayed, but I think that one's gonna be my most
Chest, stomach. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Are we the only ones handling? Oh yeah, she's got a pretty bad wound. Let's see. He's got a good wound. She's got a good. Yeah, we all got good wounds here. Okay. All right.
Headache.
I don't care about your headache. We got 2 that needs to go now.
That feels better.
Okay. Why are we still next to the burning fire? Like, she's up, he's down. I'm the only one here that has any competence at all. Okay. Can I grab this? What do you mean? Wait a minute. Put her on the ambulance. Okay. Am I gonna have to come back for her? Oh shit! I didn't even. Wait a minute. Any more people lying around? Well, we have 0 firefighters on scene that can be helping me out. Thanks, Bubba. Can't get into the back. I would be immediately looking at her face. Oh my goodness, that looks hard.
Why is it so loud here?
Heart
It's
rate
not-
approaching normal levels.
Thank you for screaming that at me. Okay, she needs to be on oxygen, actually. Let's get her on some oxygen. And we may have to intubate. Maybe, depending on how bad it gets. If that does not increase her, that's still terribly low. She's probably getting intubated. Oh yeah, yeah. She's getting intubated. Can we not intubate? Wait a minute. We really need to get IO access on her too. Where is... Heparin is never, ever used on the ambulance. Ever. I mean, ketamine, for sure, to put her down, but we're just gonna ventilate. She's gonna be conscious for this. Sorry. Sorry. I don't... They just, what? What? No, I can't do that to that poor lady. I gotta ketamine her ass. No, we're ketamining her. She's going to sleep. Go night-night. 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 I'm sure you're probably trying to puke. It's not me, bro. I would have sedated her with sucks and sucks and rocks, or at minimum ketamine and fentanyl.
Let's go.
You shut up. Do I have to come back for all of these patients though? I'm not treating every single one of these. Like, I don't get paid enough for that. Like, yeah, I gave her ketamine because she needed it, by God. I think I'm going to come back for all those patients. Sean, it's incredibly, honestly, I am going to be uninstalling it after I get done playing here. I'm not enjoying this. It blows my mind. You better get out the way. I'm not stopping. What blows my mind is we just intubated a live patient. Like a live, awake patient. O2's in the 70s right now. Get out. Oh my God. Like, I've intubated people looking at me, but that's because their eyes were open and they were already unconscious. Like, the lights were on, but nobody was home. Like, that's what, or what was that saying? Yeah, the lights were on, but nobody was home. That's what I was seeing.
Let me see.
All these were not critical. Like, all these, yeah, they had issues, but they weren't all serious. One was ambulatory, sure. But
Respond, ambulance 152, priority call, over. The accident occurred near a public parking lot. The patient is reported to be in severe pain. The car collided with a bicycle, resulting in serious injuries for the rider.
oh, yeah, a car versus bike. Yeah, this could be bad. Go ahead and get helicopter on standby.
Transmitting to you as we speak, over.
Actually, we're in a major city. We're transporting ourselves. So go ahead and get the trauma unit alerted. Yeah, it accurately reflects. I have no idea what we're doing. Oh, okay. Don't you do it. So we got a bike versus car. Mechanism of injury is already bad. Car weighs a heck of a lot more than a bicycle. And oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we see you. We see you. We see you. We're loading and going, baby. We're going. Come on. Be a good paramedic and don't run to the scene. They're not dead now. They won't be in 5 seconds. That's not true, by the way. Okay, so mechanism of injury is bad. We are bad right now. We need to get rid of this. Look at her. Oh, we got an arterial bleed. We got to get her going. We got to get her going. Get her on the stretcher. We got an arterial bleed. Yes, we got... I don't know why you can't put a tourniquet on out here. What the hell? That's a lot of blood. She's going to die. You will not be getting morphine, ma'am. You will be getting a tourniquet. Now she's unresponsive. Shit.
Hurts to the core of my
What? I thought she was unresponsive. What the hell? Where's the tourniquet? Where is the tourniquet? Okay, tourniquet's already applied. Okay, cool. Who applied the tourniquet, I wonder? No, we're not wrapping ever. I'm just going to mummify her. Okay, we need to get vitals on her ASAP. Give me this arm. Need to check blood pressure. Oh, she's got no bleed. I didn't even see it. She's got bruising right there on the left arm. Or the right arm. Okay. Blood pressure's up, which means she's in shock. We need to wrap that on. We need to wrap that down there at the bottom too. Shit. Bleeding anywhere else I need to see? I really need them pants off. Okay. That's just a bad like road rash. So all right, we need to do a check for lungs because we want to make sure her breath sounds are good. She may have some. She may have a broke rib because it sounded like there was some crepitus there. We will go ahead and gain IV access right in the bruising area. And blood pressure is great. Something we can do here, her blood pressure's up like that. We will give morphine in that left arm. It'll help bring that pain down that she's having. And she's got a good, yeah, she looks, I didn't get to do a full head to chest.
Don't delay transport. Let's go.
Lady, are you going to do this? Traumatic injuries, broke ribs. Yeah, broke ribs. She's got an irregular heart rate pumping. She's in like, what is that? It's not a real rhythm. That we would call that an abnormal sinus rhythm is what we'd call that, because that's not real. That's no way that's real. It's sinus because it's coming from the sinoatrial node in the heart, which is the top part. Atrial. There's 3 nodes that run your heart, and so that would be an abnormal sinus rhythm. Really, it may even be a mid-ventricle rhythm, because I didn't see a P wave. Not saying that it's not. That's not a real rhythm I've ever seen, unless that's just a lot of artifact. I'll be lying to you if I didn't say I enjoyed this game a little bit. It's very quirky, but it's not bad. It's making... Oh, I about run him over. All right, we got an unknown age female. Traumatic injury to the arm. Arterial bleed controlled with a tourniquet. And right now she's in SVT, an abnormal SVT. What was the long life-saving intervention? What? It wasn't a traumatic injury, because I guess trauma didn't happen. She has a hemorrhagic emergency, which is not a real thing. You can have, I guess, let me back up. I guess her hemorrhagic emergency is real. I'm not going to say it's not. Anything that's bleeding can be a hemorrhagic emergency. What caused the hemorrhagic emergency? A traumatic injury. Now, granted, broken ribs, I said that because when I checked her breath sounds, she had clear breath sounds with crepitus. Crepitus is bones rubbing together, broken ribs. Mechanism injury, getting hit by a damn car counts for broken ribs. I would say that 100%. Her upper arms are shattered. She has an arterial bleed on the left, 2 really bleeds on the left side. I don't care about the hematoma. Those are things that I don't care about. Unusual scene. Well, that's wild. I'm just saying that's wild. Freeway catastrophe. No, I'm good. What is that? A new catastrophic event unlocked. A freeway catastrophe. New catastrophic event unlocked. Select the catastrophe event. Shift to play. Gunshot call out. Ooh. No, we're done. I can't no more, guys. Oh, all right, we're exiting out of the main menu. Enjoy the game. Wasn't bad. Would I play it again? No. It would be hard for me to play it again. However, what I'll do, I'll leave it installed just in case we have another night like tonight where we don't have much to do and we can jump in and play it. But it's going on at 12 o'clock my time, guys. It's about 20 till. I've got to be up in the morning with my son. I believe I got to be up in the morning with my son. There we go. So I hope you all have a wonderful evening, guys. I love you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's been great. Tomorrow night, Memphis will be back out. If the servers for the Fake World are up, let's see if they are up. They are not. They are still down. You can see it here. They're still down. So, if we happen to do something else tomorrow night, I'll let you know. But Memphis should be coming out. Guys, I love y'all so much. Y'all have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye now.
Yeah. They thought we disappeared. Nah, we were building. Now the city's ours. Mostly mafia. Yeah, Back on the block, now the whole town notice. Every move calculated, never losing focus. Memphis Mosley set the pace from day one. Now the whole fake world know who gets it done. Larry hold the line when it's time for pressure. Vic stay calm, but he'll settle every measure. Brian in the background making business run clean. Everybody eating when the family's on the scene. Started with a vision, now the map turned gold. Every handshake worth more than a pocket full of rolls. Never making noise, just stacking every win. Every closed door meeting brings another fortune in. Ride for the family, that's the code we chose. Everybody solid, everybody knows.